Hi there everyone, it's Anthony and I'm about to react to another episode of Dexter. So this is season 2, episode 3, An Inconvenient Lie. And I don't know what an inconvenient lie means, but I do know that Paul is dead. Rita thinks that Dexter is an addict and the FBI is looking for Dexter and doesn't realize that he's right under their nose. So a lot is going on right now. I can't wait to see how Rita's going to respond to this addict thing. I just want to see what's going to happen. It sounds like it might make for maybe some slightly funny situations. I don't know. It's definitely a big misunderstanding. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with that. And obviously there's a lot of drama and tension with this Bay murderer, whatever he's called thing, and the FBI looking for him. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Dexter season 2, episode 3, An Inconvenient Lie.
I just need them.
Dexter doesn't look like he wants to be there.
You can't let her get to you like this. Because they're all the same.
Yeah, man, that's what this is about.
Bitches.
This guy.
You do everything for them, and then they fuck you. She's not worth it, all right? You're better off without that cunt.
Talk that way about my girlfriend.
Bye.
Rita's like, wait a minute. What? She does not look happy about that. And that was a cool dolly kind of end. But yeah, wow. Nice. Well. I think this episode was amazing. To me, this episode is just, further proof, further indication of how great of a show Dexter is. Because they keep finding ways to find new perspectives for digging into Dexter's psyche. I thought after season 1 they might have been all tapped out on that, and maybe moving forward it would have just been focusing on Dexter trying not to get caught or something. But they're still finding new aspects of Dexter's psyche for us to explore with him. This whole theme, this episode of lying and of how Dexter is lying to himself, just was really well done to me. I thought, for one thing, just all the parallels they had, with the salesman lying to people and Dexter lying to the people at the group and him lying to Rita and whatnot. I just felt like all that was, and also Dexter failing at lying to Rita and lying at least to the people at the group that really cared. Because if you notice, Dexter can lie to, just people in general, but when it comes to people that maybe actually care about him, it seems like, and that he really cares about, he can't seem to lie. I don't know, what was her name, Lila or whatever. It seems like they had a bit of a connection. I don't know what type of connection it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's not anything where she's gonna replace Rita, but they seem to have a bit of a connection there. And and I feel like that's why she kind of caught that he was lying. Rita caught that he was lying earlier in the episode. Dexter can't seem to actually really lie to the people that care about him. I'm not going to be surprised if Deb starts to catch on to things soon too. But anyway, then that all ties into Dexter lies to himself. He lies to himself about how much he doesn't care when, he actually kind of does. Obviously that's what he was talking about at the end there, how he's always telling himself that, he doesn't feel, he doesn't care about these things, but lately he can't really deny it, I guess. Even this episode, he had the conversation with Lundy or whatnot about how, killing is never justified unless it's to save an innocent life. And Dexter says he doesn't care about that. In the voiceover, he said he doesn't care about that. He just does it. Obviously, Dexter has said before that he's doing it, I guess, for his own pleasure, but also for, I guess, serving the justice of killing these people who have killed the other people. But it's not necessarily about directly saving an innocent person's life. It's still more so about Dexter's pleasure in killing people. And, I guess just bringing them justice as well. But this time around, that guy was about to kill somebody, and he went ahead and kind of maybe did things a little bit quicker than he usually would have, and just went ahead and killed him before he got the chance to kill her. And I get the feeling that he was definitely not just doing that for his pleasure. It definitely came across like he was doing it also so that he wouldn't be able to kill that lady. And even when he realized that lady was the next one, he kind of seemed to care and to not want to allow her to be killed. So I think that just shows right there that Dexter cares more than he cares to admit to himself. So then at the end there, the scene they had with the addict group was, that was a really nice scene because it just felt like I said, it just brought open a new perspective to Dexter's psyche, and that whole little monologue he gave was a whole nother fresh take on who Dexter is as a character and the things that he's going through. Also in this episode, Dokes was still chasing after Dexter, and eventually he finds out that he's going to the group and whatnot. You could really tell Dexter was happy when he realized that Dokes that Dokes might not be suspicious anymore. Like, you could tell Dexter was really happy about that. I like the way that they played that, because he were like, oh my goodness, that's so obvious. Why didn't he let him see that before, actually? Because that definitely does kind of, throw him off the trail a bit. But at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, Dokes went from thinking he was connected to the ice truck killer to now just thinking he's a drug addict. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of funny, like, seeing how sometimes these characters can act so oblivious, but I don't think it's that unrealistic, because who just assumes that somebody's a serial killer, you know what I mean? Like, people tend to just throw things on drugs and stuff like that, because that is usually what it is. So, it's like, from my point of view, from, I guess, our point of view watching, since we know about Dexter, it makes these characters look kind of oblivious to think, oh, wow, you just think it's drugs? But it's like, I mean, in real life, would you just... If you were suspicious about something that somebody you knew was doing, and then you found out they were going to like a drug thing, or they said they were an addict, would you just say, no, that can't be it, you're probably actually a serial killer? So I understand why that is, being a satisfactory explanation for both Rita and for Dokes. But how long will that last is the question. I don't know. I get the feeling it's not going to last forever. So, guess we'll see about that. Deb made good progress on the case. She had to go through all the interviews, which was, that was hard, because it's like, those people are in pain, but you could tell Deb was in pain from it too. So that was tough, and I'm glad she got through it. And, that thing at the end there with the coincidence, this Lundy guy, he seems like he's really good. So I know the moment Deb told him that, he's not going to just think that that's nothing. He's looking into that, and they're about to start making some serious headway. I mean, really, I think this Lundy guy is going to come very close to getting Dexter, because, I mean, just hearing about how good he is, I feel like there's certain things that, I mean, now that they know that this might be a person that, well, they don't know yet, but it looks like they're about to know that this is a person that thinks of themselves as bringing justice to these people. Like, there's so many different avenues there to where I feel like it can lead to Dexter. Like, I mean, Dokes knows all those things about Dexter and him taking the jujitsu classes or whatnot in college, so all that can be figured out. Dexter works in like a forensics lab and all this stuff, so I mean, he clearly knows about all these different procedures that could be used to rid the bodies of the evidence and all this stuff. I mean, he's works for like a police force, so he's gonna have insight on who the bad guys are and all this different stuff. Like, it's so many different things when you think about it that can point them to Dexter. And so that does concern me a bit, because I feel like this Lundy guy isn't an idiot. It feels like if this was a real life situation, he could definitely be putting this stuff together. Like, it wouldn't just take, some TV show magic for him to make connections. Like, just thinking realistically, it almost feels like it would take more TV show magic for him not to figure this out. So, yeah, man, I guess we'll see what's going to happen there. The new lieutenant, like I said, I'm glad they're making her a human, almost to a fault in a way, because, they keep on showing how much she's dealing with in her personal life and everything. And that itself is honestly kind of not that interesting. not, I guess it's just because we haven't really connected with this character yet. So it's like we keep on seeing all this stuff that she's going through in her personal life, but don't have any real reason to care about it yet. And so I thought maybe at first I thought, this was all still going to be kind of a LaGuerta story, and it's like, all this stuff that's happening to Pascal or whatnot, it's still, we're seeing how it's affecting LaGuerta. So I'm not exactly sure the direction that this is going, if this is still meant to be like us looking at this kind of like with LaGuerta as our sort of audience surrogate, or if this is meant to just be a completely separate story for Pascal and her own character growth or development, if that makes sense. I'm not sure where that's going yet. I'm hoping it's kind of going to stick to LaGuerta, though, because I'm just not completely sure how interested I am in Pascal. But if they can make her more interesting, I guess, that would be good. I want to see more about this. I want to see more with this friendship between her and LaGuerta, I guess. I feel like they can still do a little bit more with that, because right now it feels Like, it's almost there, but it feels a little underdeveloped and kind of just underwhelming. And all the Pascal scenes have just been a little underwhelming to me. And I mean, they do make her really human and flawed and like seem like a nice person, so it's tough to root against her. But I do kind of want LaGuerta to get her job back too, you know. So I mean, and they probably did this on purpose, but you know, still, I don't know, man. I hope LaGuerta gets a job back. I wish Pascal the best though. Maybe they can do like a double lieutenant thing. Maybe LaGuerta could just get the job of the captain. That's what really needs to happen. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. I thought it was really good. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. Leave a comment below letting me know what you think about this episode. Like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see y'all later.